Welcome back. For this second video, we're going to review the elements that make up ballpark baseball. There are 6 of them, and once we explain these, we'll start playing the game in the next third video. The first element is the playbook. It contains the instructions and the rules for ballpark baseball. I know it might seem a little intimidating at first, but as you become familiar with the game, you'll rely on it less and less. You can print the playbook and use that paper copy to look up information. Or you can open the PDF on your computer or other device. The benefit of using the PDF is that it has embedded links to help you navigate quickly. We'll be using the PDF later in our videos. To show the next 3 elements, we're going to need to pick 2 teams. We have the 1957 Milwaukee Braves and the 2012 San Francisco Giants. Both of these teams won the World Series. Now, I chose the 57 Braves as a tip of the hat to the year ballpark baseball started. And yes, the Braves did play in Milwaukee before relocating to Atlanta. As you'll see, this team has a young Hank Aaron and a veteran left-handed pitcher named Warren Spahn. Now, Brett, he selected the 2012 Giants to honor his Aunt Katie, who's also our chief financial officer. Katie worked at Google and lived in that area for many years. And also, as you can tell, Brett's a lot younger than me, so I understand why he picked a more current team. Matching teams from different eras is one of the most intriguing parts of ballpark baseball. So the second game element is the roster sheet. It's 2 pages, front and back here, one for batters and one for pitchers. It shows each player's statistics for the year and includes a fielder rating for each position played, a base running rating, arm strength for outfielders and catchers, and much other information. A quick note about fielder ratings. They combine sure-handedness and range. The table on page 9 of the playbook shows how those ratings map out. The third element of the game is the player cards. Now, these are available to you as either 8 per page or 4 per page if you prefer a larger font. The batter cards are single-sided, while the pitcher cards are double-sided because pitchers can also be hitters. As we mentioned in the first video, the glossary for definitive and uncertain outcomes on the player cards is found on pages 11 and 12 of the playbook. Now, for each number drawn, there are 4 action symbols. The ones on the left are used when facing a left-handed pitcher or batter, and the ones on the right are for right-handed opponents. The symbols at the top apply when the bases are empty, and the ones on the bottom are for when there are 1 or more runners on base. The next game element is the park chart, which is double-sided. This is the home stadium for each of the teams. As you know, baseball parks have unique characteristics, and these park charts account for details like outfield dimensions and the amount of foul territory. The 5th thing you need to play the game is a way to generate random numbers. So we have 2 options here. Where's my device? Oh, you got it. Yeah, thanks, Brett. You can use your device to generate a random number from 1 to 50. Or you can use 2 10-sided dice that Brett is holding here. On our website, you'll find links to a third-party website that we suggest if you want to buy the dice. And there's instructions on page 18 of the playbook for how to use those dice and interpret the results. Now, I have a friend who doesn't trust a smartphone-generated random number. He prefers the mechanical roll of a dice, to each his own. Brett and I will be using the smartphone to play the game in our later videos. And the last thing you need is a score sheet to keep track of the game. You can make your own or use the one that's on page 79 of the playbook. So for a quick review, the things you need to play ballpark baseball are the playbook, the roster sheet for each of the teams, the player cards, a park chart for where the game's going to be played, a way to generate random numbers, and a score sheet. We've got all those things here, and in the next video, we're going to start to play.